Good morning, everybody. So it's actually April 4th, not 1st. I'm behind. But time for a garden tour. We did a lot this month as far as stones and irrigation and mulching, and not so much in the way of planting, but we've got a few new cool things that I'll show you. But it's just starting to recover from the frosts we had. Got some new growth. Caladiums are popping up. Some Aloe that die back in the winter are popping back up. Another month or two, the bamboos will start shooting, and it's all going to look really good. But starting to come along now. We've got some tomatoes that are doing good. It's not really tropical gardening, but it's fun. Ginger pretty much blooms year-round now that it's established, or at least it's seeming like it. We've got some more of those split up to plant out, and we also picked up some shampoo ginger rhizomes really cheap, like almost cost us nothing. And we've got, I think, 10 of those planted, and then a bunch more in pots. We'll see what they do. Maybe plant them out front. Maybe sell some off and buy some other stuff. But if you see, there'll probably be easier ones to show you, but the new culms that came out in the fall are now starting to leaf and branch out. This is Latiflorus, but it's going to drop some of its yellowy leaves, get new leaves, and all those new branches will form. And once that all is in a month or so, it'll start to shoot, which I can't wait for. The yin yang yellow bamboo, same, just really starting to branch out now. Got some Crotons. The cordylines got beat up from the frost, but they're coming back and looking pretty. If they drop the lower leaves and get leggy, we'll just chop them back a little bit and use the old stems to make new ones. The running helicana died back, but it's got new shoots coming. The Maui gold Aloe did really good all winter. They didn't die back much at all. Maybe smaller leaves, but nothing serious. Beryl Marks was fine through it all and is just spreading out nicely. Textilis contracta, doing good. Another Maui gold, Beryl Marks, dead helicanas. Emerald bamboo, leafing out nicely. Same with blue chunky. Got a bunch of Bromeliads in pots, and then put a bunch in the ground. And over here we've got all the Calatheas, because this is a fairly shady spot. And they're all starting to adjust and do good. I think that's a Brazilian Philodendron. My wife's better with all the names. And then the Dendrocalamus valdis. Also, the new culms, where is it? Just starting to branch out and leaf. Well, he's got a good start on everybody else. He was very vigorous all winter, but that's exciting. Bambusa old hammy. This year I think is going to be a good year for him. We moved him 6 months after we planted him, and that set him way back, but doing good now. Monsters going nuts. Bambusa nana. Put the white bird's paradise. There's a cat. In the ground finally. Bye, buddy. In the back wall, we had a bunch of Aloe And they're just all starting to pop back up now. So that's exciting, and as they come up, I'll split a side shoot or two off of them and get them going. I think that's Hawaiian Punch, I don't know. It was unlabeled at Walmart on clearance for like $4, but it's doing great. And it was good all winter. Bunch of different Crotons. The Helicanas are throwing new growth after the frost. I'll propagate them in the next day or two too. And then all the Textilis gracilis in the back is starting to leaf out. And that'll be nice, because once that does that, it'll really form a wall and block off that old fence and really just make everything come together. The Musa Bastiou banana is starting to finally do something after 2 years. But those we stuck in the ground. They were tiny little tissue culture plants, and they would have done much better in a pot first. And now we know that, but it's all a learning process. The bananas, which got destroyed during the frost, I mean, there was almost no green leaves left, are doing great. Got a little pup and a big pup. I need to split. Well, the big pup's too big now, but the little pup I can split off. And I think there's one on the other one too. Elephant ears all coming back. We replaced all the irrigation. We were using these mini wobblers, and they worked well. And they have, you could only run 6 to 8 to a zone on how much water our well produces. So we were kind of limited, and as we wanted to expand the garden, we ended up going with, I forget what these are, but they're a pressure controlled micro sprinkler, and it just spins. I was really worried, because we don't have a filter in our well, that they would clog with sand or something, and they're doing great. So that is very good. And we can get about 16 of them on a zone, and instead of having like a 14-foot radius, they probably got 6 to 8 foot radius. But we could use a little more of them, and it is working well. I just haven't pulled out all the old wobblers yet, but it'll clean up the look a little bit. Another Dendrocalamus validus, and then the Dendrocalamus gigantus leafing out. I can't wait for him to get a new shoot, but nothing yet. Philodendron, forget what that is. Cordylines, Crotons, elephant ears, Bromeliads. This will be the home to our triple hybrid Lattifloris from Tropical Bamboo. They've got some in the propagation house that'll be out in May. And my wife really likes that one and wants it, so as soon as it's ready, it'll go there. And then there's one more spot for bamboo in the back corner of the backyard, and at that point we're about at capacity. Dendrocalamus lattifloris. There's the other banana. I'll split him off. And then we had just moved the blood bananas, and then the frost happened and pretty much knocked all the leaves off, and they didn't have very established roots yet in their new location. And these still feel pretty firm, so I'm not sure what they're going to do, but we had two on the other side of this Buddha belly. And the stalks we cut down to the ground, but they had enough in them to throw 2 new pups, so that's very exciting, and they'll come along. Plus we've got 2 in pots we split off when we moved them, so whoop, bees. Chinese dwarf, and like I finished all this irrigation yesterday. I still have to like bury lines and clean it up. Finally have water on this Helicana over here, and then the Golden Goddess multiplex bamboos, so hopefully they actually put on decent size and we can trim them back from this floppy mess they are currently, but we'll see. And then, actually not where the wood pile is, where this pile of rocks and trash is. That's where we have a, can't remember the name of it, maybe the next video, but we've got another bamboo in a pot right now that's going to go here. A pretty, just all green one. And then, I don't know if this was here last garden tour or not, but we've got a shade house for propagating and keeping what we've got going. These I pulled out of the front. We're about to have a lot of caladiums, and I love caladiums, but we'll keep some, sell off some to pay for it so it didn't cost us anything. And that's more caladiums. Got some copper leaves we took from cuttings maybe 2-3 weeks ago. They're coming along. Bunch of cordylines. Those are all red sisters. This year, now that we finally got some cool ones, we'll be able to get those going. These are blood bananas and helicanas back here. Cannas. There's the golden Hawaiian. And all of that growth, he was planted at the same time as some of the other ones. But he was not on any irrigation, so he has struggled. But now he gets plenty of water. So we'll see what he does this year. Also have some Crotons. And I don't even, they're not mammies or petras, they're something better, but we'll see what they do. This is Variegated Arbitra. I've never been able to propagate that, and I heard it's not hard. I just don't think I was doing it right, but don't even like them. I just don't want to, if I'm going to rip some out, I don't want to kill it. I want it to at least do something. Bunch of aloes. Oh. Have the variegated, looks prettier from this side, helicana. And this is a mid-size spreading. It'll probably get 5 to 6 feet, but won't form like a big clump like the ones in the back. It just kind of meanders about. But we've got him back here where he's got room to spread, and we can dig up and pot as he does, so we're excited about him. Here's the honeybees. They're all over the bananas, which hopefully soon become edible. They're supposed to turn blue when they're ready, but it takes a long time. And we didn't even plant it for the bananas, we just planted it because it's a tropical, lush look. And we tried the Musa Bastious and didn't really have much luck with those. But that's a blue ice cream banana. But that was just, I mean, that was maybe a year and a half now. We planted a single one, and it doesn't do it justice right now because it lost all its leaves during the freeze, but it's growing great if you give it lots of water. Dendrocalamus latiflorus again. Cannas popping up everywhere. This is a green and copper leaf. Got really hammered by the frost, but is coming back now. Not sure what we're going to do back there, but we've got a lot of cannas to dig up anyway. Still got to clean up that mess. There's the bamboo that needs to go in the ground. Ferns and gingers. Black Calatheas popping back up nicely. Cordylines, pothos, I don't know if you can really tell, but those caladiums are starting to pop up now too. I know two Morlaco black bamboos. And there's the happy caladium. And then the Dutchman's pipe, which hopefully this year will finish eating the pergola and give us some nice shade. House is still not painted. Maybe next month. But we did start something cool last week, and it doesn't look cool yet, but I'll show you. And it's a mess back here. Garbage days and 2 days and waiting on that. But the front yard was pretty much just bare grass yard like all the others. And right now, we started putting in these beds. We're gonna get helicanas and areca palms and a couple things for along the front wall to kind of block out the neighbors, and then just back plant it with tropicals like we've been doing everywhere else. Don't remember the name of this one. Dicalamastrata or something. That's wrong, but it's gonna get culms with yellow and green stripes. Looks cool. Supposed to be very vigorous. Nice lady tropical bamboo helped us out pick it. And then not black lacquer, it's the Giga whatever black one. And then a robusta and an angel mist. And then that little side patch there, and on the other side over there, we'll do the following year. We're doing it where it actually is less overwhelming and we can do a better job rather than jump everything at once. But yeah, that's what we got going on this month. Next month I'll do a better tour. This is just kind of quick because I need to. And I'm excited about the front, although right now it does not look so great. But thank you for watching. Hope everyone has a good day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.